Hello, this is the second of a three-part moment of Zen related to Rome. We took a guided tour of Colosseum, Forum Romanum, and Palatine Hill. Not in that order, actually. Palatine Hill was the second. The Rome tour was incredible. I've been to a Colosseum in 1987. Back then, the access was free. There was no barriers, no security. It was a place you could roam, and I did. And I don't remember much because in 1987, I said, right? 1987, I just had maybe one or two paragraph description from a tiny tour guide, tour book that I had. So you absorb it visually without the historical context. This time, we spent almost no, hour and a half with a tour guide that explained a lot of things to us. Um, the first impression was how perfectly designed the place is. We all know that it can hold roughly 50 to potentially 70 or 70,000 people. The reason I learned that we don't know is that the highest level, there are no surviving seats or arrangements. We don't know how the seats were arranged. Maybe they were just a standing room places, so the number of people could very well vary. So, for a comparison, Skydome in Toronto, a baseball stadium, can accommodate a similar number on the lower end. And the view from the top is you hardly see anything. In Colosseum is the opposite. You see everything very well, and that certainly surprised me how well designed it is. If it truly could have held that many people. We were right at the edge. We also were standing at the Caesar's balcony, the remnants of it. The view from there is incredible. Well designed with the sun behind you. So even though, yeah, the gladiators fights were always in the afternoon, so the sun would be behind you. So it was designed for perfection on from every aspect. And there are a few myths that I debunked with the help of the tour guide, and I have a few of them here. Oh, so that gladiators didn't fight to the death, as portrayed in the movies. Apparently, only up to 20% of them died. Various reasons for it. I won't bore you with that. One of them was cost, because they were rented, and if the gladiator was killed, Caesar would have to pay a lot of. There was a huge cost related to it. It wasn't called Colosseum at the time. Gladiator was filmed, and many other movies. It was called Colosseum between 6th and 10th century because there was a colossal, huge statue next to it, and they were referring to the place next to the Colosseum, great big statue. No water battles. Only for the first 2 years since the construction. I think it was from 72 to 74 or something like that. So the first century. Only at that time, for the first 2 years since the construction, they could have water, and they probably did. But after that, they built the underground, and the water would have escaped. So they couldn't have had it the way it was presented in many movies. Another one is the thumbs up, thumbs down. Apparently, that wasn't the symbol. So the symbol was like this or like that. This, you can imagine, this is kind of like a dagger. So die. And this one was put the weapon away. Put the weapon away. So this is something we learned that also wasn't portrayed correctly in the movie. So Colosseum, well preserved, well worth the visit. Maybe with a little sprinkle of sadness when you learn about number of deaths and not only humans but animals. I was deeply saddened by that. So while it was a moment of Zen, it was also a moment of deep reflection. And I hope those souls rest in peace. Let me finish on that note. Okay, a little somber, still sending you lots of love, wishing you a great day.